questions before we get started?
Yes, go.
Fantastic.
Good.
Ice cream cone. Doc, the ice cream cone.
I volunteered.
All right. Faster.
Take two.
Take two?
Yeah. All right. So what I want you folks to do is, while Guacy is doing her thing, judge her, or when you are writing out who is best table topics, 3 categories. Did she use the keywords? Did she use the word of the day? And did she speak to time? She has 2 keywords, and that's all she has to work off with, table topics.
Thank you, table topic master. Consequently, of course, he chose me to go first. And I'm so glad that he did, because my cards happen to be Serenity and Honor. My 2 favorite words. Why? Because without one, I consequently cannot have the other. In order for me to have honor within myself, my life, my experiences, my job, my relationships, I must have serenity inside me. If I don't, and I'm fighting wars, shame, belief system, not being present with my time, always thinking what I have to do next, I will not keep my honor. I will not react honorable with other people. I will not protect my relationships and my friendships, how they deserve to be protected and loved and taken care of. Honor to me is incredibly important. If I am not present with myself, loving others, having fun, I cannot be an honorable human being. I must be able to be calm, serene, breathe, to honor my integrity, my dignity, and my ethical morals. That is why those 2 words, serenity and honor, are the 2 most important words for me. Table topic master.
So what do we think? Easy, right? Next, we're going to have Marie. Tommy, you're on deck. The one thing I forgot to introduce is, how can these 2 keywords be used as conversation starters? And what are your words, ma'am?
Gratitude and happiness.
Your microphone.
Thank you, Toastmaster. And I'm just reading this word with a French accent. It's a joke. It's super funny that he on me. So should I have gratitude for happiness, or the way with the French accent? Some I can't. Have you seen the movie? It's some guys who go in Canada, and they are arrested by a cop in Canada who has the French accent because he's from Quebec, and so he says that the secret in life is having happiness in the hustle. I guarantee you should watch the movie. It's funny. Yeah, that's about everything that I have, I think. However, to be serious, both go very well together, because once you find that you are grateful for what you have and you are actually paying attention for all the gifts that are around you, it's the door. It's opening the door to be happy, and that's very. I think it's you can be happy with very little if you just appreciate whatever you have around you.
All right.
Which one's the hard ones? Hard ones?
We have vision and achievement. How would we use that as a conversation starter?
Well, one important thing that I want to state is it's not how you start a conversation, it's how you finish a conversation. And it's not what you say, it's how you make people feel that's the most important. A lot of times this involves asking people questions rather than just blurting out everything that you want to communicate. I know we probably all run into people at job conferences where they meet us and then they intentionally spend 5 minutes talking about their vision and their achievements. How does that make us feel when we talk to somebody who's essentially talking to themselves? Somebody that is reading off their own LinkedIn page. It makes us feel horrible. So how do we communicate? We ask questions. And yes, we can connect it to our vision for what we want to get out of the conversation or what we want to achieve. But we can't do that without being curious about other people. And the amazing thing is if we're curious and we ask the right questions, then sometimes we're surprised by what other people communicate to us. And the crazy thing about human nature is things don't even have to be true for people to respond. So for instance, I could say, Elle, your glasses look so fantastic. You have amazing glasses, right? And you see her reacting. She's not even wearing glasses. So when we communicate with each other, let's make sure we're not reading off our vision or our achievements. Let's be curious. Let's find common ground with each other. Thank you.
Next, could we have Vanessa come up?
All right.
Hi. And what do we have? Success and unity. How would you use that as a conversation starter?
Success and unity.
Do you want to?
I would say that to experience success in life, it's good to feel a sense of unity with other people around us. So in a sense, having and achieving success consequently leads to unity. And the way I perceive success, if I were to look at my whole life and things that I've achieved, I think that the most important things are the people and the relationships that I've had in my life. And there are, of course, many career achievements and things, hobbies, things that we've done, but when I look at my life as a whole, I think the most important thing are the connections I made and the people that I've met and family and friends, coworkers, acquaintances, and what all those relationships mean. And so I think that and sharing that with other people, that creates unity. Thanks.
And John, you're on deck.
All right.
What do you have there, sir?
Legacy, inspiration. I like these. Conversation starter. Good evening, Toastmasters. I'm so glad you're here tonight. I'm excited because I want to tell you about a story. I won $1 million and lost it a week later. Unbelievable, right? Sounds like a tall tale. I want to invite all of you May 16th to our Tall Tales competition on May 16th. I am the contest chair. And this is an opportunity for you to create your own legacy. It's a competition, it's a contest. You could win a trophy, a prize, the admiration of all your peers here. And it's also an opportunity for you to inspire, create inspiration. That's my only word. And consequently, I feel like it's a great opportunity for everybody to come together in Toastmasters and have a great night. So, May 16th, we're going to have a Tall Tales competition. We do need people to sign up to compete, so there's a QR code. I also sent out an email, so please make sure that you check your emails for that link, because we want you to sign up to compete so you can inspire people and create your legacy. Additionally, we do need some functionaries as well. So if you don't want to compete, but you do want to be a part of it, sign up. That's also a great way to create a legacy and inspire others around you to be part of the club. So again, what's the date?
May 16th.
May 16th, perfect. And I'll leave you with ice cream cone. Microphone, thank you. Over to you, Mr.
As John's coming up. How's it going so far? Yeah?
Good.
Dig down deep into that creativity. Here you go, ice cream cone. Don't need it. You will project.
I'll try.
All right, sir. What do we have there?
We have fear and creativity.
Sir.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So the one thing is that fear gets in the way of creativity. When fear runs amok in the brain, you can't think clearly. I was told that fear stands for, as an acronym, forget everything and run. But you cannot forget everything and run. You have to face your fears. Because the other acronym is face everything and recover. But when you can think clearly, you can become creative. You can work with others, and consequently, you can create great products. This will make society better. This will make everything in group work better. This will make everything in your life just work a lot smoother. So when you're dealing with fear, don't let it get in the way of creativity. As human beings, we have the gift of creativity, which no other species on the planet has. Iguanas, dogs, cats, they cannot tell stories. So it's for us to inspire, build buildings, sculptures, and use our creativity and never let fear get in the way of what we want to accomplish. Thank you.
So as I was thinking about tonight's event, I had fear that it was going to suck. So I dipped into my creativity, and consequently, this is what I ended up with. The next on deck is Sarah. Come on up. Vincent, you are on deck. Ice cream cone. Microphone. What do we have?
Zenith and Optimism.
Do you want to throw one away?
No.
Okay. Zenith and Optimism.
listener and fellow Toastmasters. For those of you who are here for my icebreaker speech, I talked about how I have multiple sclerosis, how it's changed the course of my life, how I had imagination, I had dreams of reaching the zenith of my career. That did not happen. I've done other things, but I have to be optimistic. Every day, I have to do the things I do, and maybe it is organizing the bills. Maybe it is playing the board games that I play that get more and more challenging. We're talking games that take 5 hours to play sometimes. But I just keep working. I keep working. You know, there are tops, there are bottoms, and you just gotta keep going up the hill. So when I go to a meetup, I meet new people. Oh, what book are you reading? What games are you playing? Have you gone to that concert? I want to get to know people. I want to listen to them. I have the optimism to know that I might relate to someone in different levels. You know, maybe they're working in computers like I used to work. Maybe they camp a lot like I used to do. Are they reading the book that I just read? Are they watching the show that I'm watching on Apple TV? There's a lot to do. Don't worry about falling to the depths when things get tough. You gotta put your mind where you want, because what you imagine the zenith to be, you can accomplish. You don't have to go with what anybody else says. So, go out. Go have lunch with someone. Go out to dinner, go bowling, and maybe you're talking about the stupid song that's on the, track at the bowling alley. We can all have fun. Be optimistic. There's lots to do in life. Thank you.
What do we have, sir?
We have nostalgia and challenge. Nostalgia. This is not something that I like. There is a radio in France called Nostalgie. Means nostalgia. I never liked it. And I thought to myself when I was young, I will never listen to that radio because it's from 30 years ago. I don't want to listen to radio from 30 years ago. I already listened to it 30 years ago. That's my challenge in life. My challenge is not to be nostalgic. I want to see forward. I want to move forward. And consequently, it helped me to be a better person, because I feel that when I look forward, I look for the opportunities. I'm not looking in the back, what I miss, what I didn't do. What I didn't do doesn't matter, but what I'm going to do matters much more. Then this is my future that I'm looking in front of me. This is my challenge every single day. Don't look backward, don't be nostalgic. Don't look behind. Look forward. Be the best as you can. Step up. Fall. Not run away. React and rebuild. That's my challenge.
Screen code, microphone. What do we have?
Leadership,
Leadership.
balance.
Leadership and balance. Good luck.
Hey. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Leadership is a very important part of all of us' role. We all are leaders. Vincent was talking about this 2 weeks ago. We're leaders in our homes, we're leaders at work. We're leaders, all of us. And it's a skill we developed through time. Some people think leaders are born. I don't agree with that. Leadership is something we work on and develop through time, because I see a lot of people, younger and older. The older people usually tends to be good leaders compared to the younger leaders in big organizations like the one I work for. And balance is a very interesting thing in our lives. It's hard to understand. People say you gotta have balance between family life and your work. And I don't see it as like I would average in everything. That's not how balance is for me. Balance is for me like I would do good and sacrifice some on one part of my life. Like my family would suffer for a little bit when I do good with my career, and I go back and forth like a pendulum. That's how I see balance. And leadership needs balance too. Consequently, you can become a good leader when you have a balance in life. My time is up. Thank you.
I'm going to go a little over. Consequently, I can see the scathing looks, but I cannot be at a meeting without having Rob talk to us. Rob, come on now.
Yeah.
I miss you, man. What do we have, sir?
Energy and discovery.
Rock and roll.
I'd rather not. Mr. Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. It's unlikely that you will discover anything in life without expending energy. Think about climbing to the top of a mountain. To discover that view that so few people have seen, you will be expending energy. Think about managing your company to success. You will discover the tools that help your team. You will discover the people that bring it with them. And you will spend the energy, lots of late nights, developing in your head that strategy to achieve those dreams. If you do anything in life without energy, I see a commercial on TV these days for free VTV, the couch potato farm. It's the funniest and stupidest thing I've ever seen. All the people in potato suits sitting in front of the TV. Do you think they're spending energy? They may think they're discovering TV, but by and large, it's just nostalgic TV. Consequently, they get nowhere good. I can't confuse that with happiness. I can only achieve my happiness through the energy that I expend discovering the best way to work with my customers, to work with my students, to work with my employees. And I don't see how any of you could dispute it. David, maybe. He's got ways. But that's that happy Hawaiian thing.
Unfortunately,